All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Gone!
On first down, Brock connecting here with DJ Shark. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Willis, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They're going to try and throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass.
Pass.
Ball. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Back to throw. Brock throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Mariota on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That goes for a gain of 31. From the red zone now, Mariota throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. They go play action. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. In for the score. And the Colts add on to their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Dumps it complete to Miller. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
On third and short to give to the tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On first and 10, Brock throwing the slant pattern here complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing on first down. Brock being chased out left. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. He got 29 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, maybe
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. To throw on second down. Brock into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Following the interception here, Mariota over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And he puts it through. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Looking to throw. Brock. Aaron Lynch in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And off his back foot, and here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. He's picked off near his own 48. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They go play action here on first down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Colts add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll throw deep left. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the Colts coming out now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Telvin Smith in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On play action, Mariota looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Now Mariota finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mariota buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe some explanations.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brock steps away to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
On first down, Brock underneath for Miller. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down, Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Play fake. Mariota. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And he's got it up and through. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard. Line at the 34. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On second down, here's Miller. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Back to throw. Brock escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Looking to throw. Brock forced out to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Leopard!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Brock. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, there's a bunch of pressure that time on third down. They nearly got him. Probably should have gotten him, but he's able to escape the pocket. But unfortunately, by then, that play had already broken down.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He's going to loft one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts add on to their lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Off the bootleg. Brock on the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He sets to fire deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half here, Mariota. He's going to let it go again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down. Brock. Coleman has it here right side. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st and 10, Brock. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Gone! 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 Gone!
On on 3rd and 2. Brock, and Tate's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit!
Looking to throw. Brock stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brock, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Brock. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time free here. Not the worst thing in the world. And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up the lead. You think you got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Mariota now on the crossing route, complete. It's Bird. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Play action now. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 43 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of...
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise. methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal. But
blitz coming, and down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
To throw on second down. Block. Shark's got it. Left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Gone.
Looking to throw. Block. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Gone. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Check safety.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brock, and that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Flushed out right. He finds Coleman. A good pickup there at 22.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Throwing on 1st down. Brock dancing to his left. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. On 1st down, Brock being chased out left. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff to Miller. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit! Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Back to throw. Brock. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sag.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Telvin Smith in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Brock buying time to his left. It's brought in left side by Tate. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On third down, that's Marshall. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. To throw on second down. Brock, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Extra point right down the middle as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Here comes Grant on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They go play action. Mariota steps it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dontari Poe coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They begin with a run by Miller. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Detroit! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Over! 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 Over!
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Back to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's home. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. The 20. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Looking to throw. Brock. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mariota here to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now Mariota. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.